With Veyron defeated and the Shadow Legion scattered, peace began to return to the Aelorian galaxy. Zephran, now revered as the guardian of Aeloria, dedicated himself to rebuilding and uniting the fractured realms. The crystalline halls of Lumina became a beacon of hope and knowledge, drawing beings from across the galaxy who sought wisdom and guidance. Zephran established the Academy of Guardians, a place where individuals with latent psychokinetic abilities could learn to harness their powers for the greater good. The Academy flourished under his guidance, becoming a symbol of unity and progress. Among the first students of the Academy were children from various planets, each with unique gifts and stories. Whispers of a new threat began to emerge from the fringes of known space. A mysterious force known only as the Voidwalkers was gathering strength, seeking to plunge the galaxy into chaos once more. These beings, shrouded in darkness and wielding ancient forbidden powers, posed a danger unlike any the galaxy had faced before. Zephran sensed the looming threat, his dreams filled with visions of shadowy figures and dying stars. He knew that the Voidwalkers were not merely seeking power but the very destruction of the light and balance he had fought so hard to restore. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Zephran called upon his allies and the graduates of the Academy. Aeloria, now a seasoned warrior with mastery over pyrokinesis, returned from Paralis. Nyra, whose hydrokinesis had grown to encompass the healing arts, came from her sanctuary on Alaris. Even Kale, now redeemed and determined to atone for his past, joined the cause, his technomantic skills proving invaluable. Together they formed a new Council of Guardians, each member representing the unity and diversity of the galaxy's inhabitants. Zephran led a small team to the outer reaches of the galaxy, where the Voidwalkers' influence was strongest. They navigated through treacherous space anomalies, ancient derelict starships, and worlds consumed by darkness. On the desolate planet of Oblivion, they encountered a surviving member of an ancient race, the Celestials. This being, known as Elion, possessed knowledge of the Voidwalkers and their origin. Elion revealed that the Voidwalkers were remnants of a civilization that had sought to conquer the universe through the mastery of void magic, a dark counterpart to the light of the Guardians. Elion guided them to the Temple of Shadows, an ancient structure hidden within a black nebula, where they could find the key to defeating the Voidwalkers. The journey to the temple was fraught with peril, testing Zephran and his companions to their limits. They faced spectral guardians, solved cryptic puzzles, and braved traps that twisted time and space. They returned to Lumina, where they began preparations for the inevitable confrontation. The Academy became a fortress, and every guardian, novice and master alike, readied themselves for the coming war. The Guardians spread the word across the galaxy, rallying civilizations and forming alliances. The skies of Lumina filled with ships from every corner of the Aelorian galaxy, each one bearing warriors, scholars, and healers ready to stand against the Voidwalkers. The Academy buzzed with activity, its halls echoing with the sounds of training and strategy meetings. Zephran stood at the center of it all, a pillar of calm amidst the rising storm. He held council with leaders from the various planets, forging bonds and fostering unity. The Voidwalkers struck first, their ships emerging from the void like phantoms. They attacked with brutal efficiency, their dark magic sowing chaos and fear. The Guardians responded swiftly, their coordinated efforts blunting the initial assault. Zephran led the charge, his powers radiating like a beacon of hope. The battle raged across the galaxy, each skirmish a test of resolve and strength. On the crystalline plains of Lumina, Aria's flames clashed with the shadowy tendrils of the Voidwalkers. In the depths of the oceanic world of Oceana, Nyra's healing waters revived fallen allies. Above the stormy skies of Tempestus, Orion's control over the stars guided their ships through the chaos. As the conflict escalated, the Voidwalker King revealed himself, a towering figure cloaked in eternal darkness. His presence was a void that consumed all light, his power a force of nature. Zephran faced him in the heart of the galaxy, at the convergence point where the fate of all worlds would be decided. The final battle was a cosmic symphony of light and dark. Zephran drew upon every lesson, every element he had mastered. Lightning crackled through the void, fire roared against shadow, and the earth itself trembled with the force of their clash. Time slowed and warped around them, each moment stretched to its breaking point. With the support of his allies, Zephran unleashed the full potential of his unikinesis. The unity of his powers created a blinding light, a beacon of hope that pierced the darkness. The Voidwalker King faltered, his form unraveling under the assault. In a final, desperate act, the Voidwalker King sought to consume Zephran's light, to drag him into the void. Zephran, understanding the sacrifice required, channeled all his energy into one last strike. The resulting explosion of light and darkness shattered the convergence point, sending shockwaves across the galaxy. Zephran's form began to fade, his energy spent. As he lay on the brink of dissolution, he reached out to his companions, his voice a whisper in the wind. Remember, the light within you is eternal. Carry it forward. The galaxy mourned the loss of its greatest hero, but Zephran's legacy lived on. The Guardians, inspired by his sacrifice, continued to protect and guide the galaxy. The Academy of Guardians became a symbol of hope and unity, its influence spreading to every corner of the Aelorian galaxy. The constellations of the night sky were forever changed, new stars appearing in patterns that told the story of Zephran and his companions. The tales of their bravery and sacrifice were passed down through generations, a reminder that even in the darkest times, the light of hope could never be extinguished. And so, the Chronicles of Aeloria continued, with new heroes rising to meet new challenges, forever guided by the spirit of Zephran and the boundless cosmos.